Like I said, easily distracted.
Right.
Alright, we should be live now.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've
Alright,
seen it
checking
on
the
my
stream.
end.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Steam.
sure you've
Alright,
seen it
checking
on
the
my
stream.
end.
Oh yeah, Steam. Alright, looks like we're good. I think we're both coming through. It's live.
Oh, there we are.
Yep.
So we're both making noise.
Yeah, I just checked. We're both coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Both coming through.
I was just watching that.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Which one?
watching. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say they dropped off a busload of immigrants at
I was
Kamala's
watching the
house.
one about the Walgreens closing.
Oh yeah, where they're demanding like the fucking
I
10
didn't watch
million.
the video, but that's funny.
Yeah, like they're supposed to give them like $10
What
million
amazed me and what
is like a
infuriated me.
privilege to like shut their business down. Like shut the fuck up. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Dude,
Fucking
the worst
animals
part
steal
is,
all the shit and wonder why they're closing their doors. Fuck off.
what infuriated me was them saying, yeah, all those customers are now eligible for free same day delivery.
But that's not enough.
And that guy was
I
still
was
like,
so
no, that's still
fucking.
not enough. He's like, what do you mean?
that
That's
shit made me
better.
so
You don't even have to
mad.
leave your fucking house to go to Walgreens.
Yeah, exactly. They totally
just
all the bullshit you guys are saying that you claiming for $10 million that you need to go there is not true because they'll deliver to you the same day for free. Like, are you fucking kidding? Oh my god! Yeah, that was like, really fucking obnoxious. I like that they're calling it a life and death situation. Like somehow Walgreens is responsible for them, and not them being responsible for fucking themselves.
So entirely too many people throw that comment around. Life or death.
Yeah.
It's fucking pretty obnoxious, dude.
But
yeah, and I'm like, dude,
it's violence.
sad. Like
it's the guy, blah blah blah. No, shut up, dude. It's not violence. It's not attacking. No one's dying.
Yeah. And the guy that was asking for the 10 million, like one of the reasons he was giving was them needing to be able to cover the cost of the seniors go there to the Walgreens. Like, no, getting it delivered. Like,
yeah.
You don't need that money. The thing you're asking for has been countered already.
Yep, everything is already resolved. There's no reason for anybody to pay you a bunch of fucking free money.
Yeah, so they offered something that they absolutely didn't have to, I assume. I assume they were not bound by law to give them the free same-day delivery. So, yeah, for them to still ask for it, I'm like, you are shameless. Just admit that you want $10 million for no good fucking reason. Other than you want $10 million. So yeah, that was pretty gross.
Yeah, that was one of those ones where it was like, you guys gotta be joking.
Yeah, it's almost to the point where it's like, why bother doing anything to try to fucking, make it right somehow, whatever. They're still going to bitch. Unless you just literally fucking comply with their shakedown demands.
Well, and that's exactly what it is. It's like they need to give you money as for the privilege of closing their own business. Yeah,
it's fuck, dude. Yeah, it's an insane thing to think you're entitled to, man. Yeah, that one was pretty disturbing, dude. No, leave the car alone. I got the grand puppy again, by the way. You get all caught up again? Dummy. Yeah, I got the grand puppy again, so... Dude, I don't know what the fuck it is. So, like, my sister's vehicle, SUV or whatever, is parked in front where I normally sit. And he started, like, licking the fucking wheels. He, like, sniffs and licks the wheels. puppy. Am I fighting you, weirdo? No, don't you start. Yeah, sorry. Once he gets into his head that it's fucking time to play fight, it takes a bit to get him fucking to stop. I think we're good now.
Yep. Gotta be careful with them dogs.
Yeah.
You never know what they're gonna do.
Alright, but yeah, let's go back. I didn't watch the video of the busloads getting dropped off at Kamala Harris' fucking front door. Yeah, it's fucking funny, just the fucking
Oh yeah,
the fact that it happened.
It's essentially this exactly what it is. At 2 points, they dropped. What do you call it? They put fucking immigrants on a bus and let them off in Kamala Harris's own house, which is hilarious.
That is fucking amazing. Hell yes, dude. God damn. But yeah, did this say like what they do after that? Like they go knock on the door? Do they have to wander back into town to where?
I don't know. You gotta wonder. It didn't cover that part because that would be like a good question.
Hang out in the lawn. That would be perfect. Yeah, where are they now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I get it. It's pretty
somewhere in Washington D.C. that they shouldn't be because they're not supposed to be there.
Yeah. I would imagine Kamala Harris just having them deported.
Probably.
Or not deported, but she would definitely.
She'd be like, "All right, you're gonna be my
like,
chef.
Get them the
you're
fuck
gonna
out
be,
of there.
you're gonna be my my maid. You're gonna watch my babies. You're a nanny now, because you know you're all just servants anyway. You're not like people."
My fuse is lit.
Yeah, that's all you're good for is to do labor that nobody else wants to do. As far as, yeah, it really does seem the attitude of most fucking leftists. Who's gonna pick our crops? Who's gonna clean our houses?
Oh, this guy's running
Like,
an aimbot.
okay, so if you don't think any of them...
Yeah. Yep. They got a whole new cleaning house service. They got everything you could want. All you can eat chefs.
Yeah, I didn't know for the longest time. I heard the term NIMBY or NIMBYist, and I did not know what it meant. Like for years, because Styx uses it a lot. Yeah, are you familiar with NIMBY, the acronym?
No.
Yeah, it's not in my backyard. NIMBY, not in my backyard.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so like Kamala will be like, no, I don't want them in my neighborhood. Gross. You know, it's that kind of thing. Like, no, I want these rules to apply to everyone, but not me. What the fuck? That's insane. That I should have to suffer the same
fate.
You
can't drop them off at my house. How dare you bring them to the sanctuary city where we said we want everybody?
Yeah, they're like when they sent them all to. Yeah. Where did they send them? It was one of the like second home spot of all the rich people on the East Coast. Martha's Vineyard. I think I remember them sending it was somewhere like Martha's Vineyard, if it wasn't Martha's Vineyard,
yeah.
Which is again, and like where you know the rich fucks all have. Yeah, because they sent a bunch of them, and they're like, no. They can't stay here. Sure, we've got ridiculous amounts of resources and shit, and we're all fucking loaded, but no. Get them back down in the fucking hood where they belong.
Amateur hour.
Because, yeah, that was great, because they had to be like, no, we're more than happy to have them here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But not here. They like pretended they're like, no, it's fine, but
just anywhere but like this location, you know, like
yeah. I want them in the country.
It sounded really good when they were all down there in Texas, where the
I want them all in the country.
How about a new chassis for Bob?
Oh, apparently there's a senator. I didn't watch the
Yeah.
video clip, but there was like a
Yeah,
short
where the
clip
main
senator
goal
said,
was to
"Fuck
try to turn
Americans.
Texas
We
blue."
want the people from other countries."
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Capture.
I didn't watch the clip. 'Cause
That's
I was like,
pretty brazen.
Make it out of
I
the
have high blood pressure already.
say.
So like, like,
Yeah.
I don't need any higher blood pressure. It's
Yeah,
already
that's
high
that.
enough.
It's a tough one. Crazy that they're saying the quiet part out loud now.
Have a nice day.
No, we just want enough here for the really cheap manual labor
Yeah.
and to turn the country completely blue.
Yep.
After that, we'll close up the borders. Once the entire all 50 states are entirely majority Democrat,
Yeah, then it'll be good. But until
then
then,
we'll close the borders.
until then, we're not good.
Yeah. Look, shut up. Freaking nuts. How's your knee doing, man?
A little bit better.
Yeah, no more cortisone injections or anything.
They did the cortisone injection 2 weeks later. It started hurting like hell. I don't know what's going on with that. But now it's feeling good, but that's no guarantee that it's gonna last.
Yeah. It sucks, man. It's been dragging on
Yep.
for a fucking while now.
Yeah, and the thing is, they've never done. So we talked to an attorney yesterday because we got a big old packet from the insurance company that wants like all this information that is like 10 years of medical history. Totally irrelevant to what's going on. It's just a tactic.
Yeah, take what we're willing to give you. Shut up. Or
Yeah,
else we'll
pretty
take
much.
even that.
Pretty much.
Yes, right.
They haven't made any offers whatsoever. I don't think the company I work for has properly filed any of the paperwork. So I don't know what's going on as far as that goes. But it's just one of those things where, like, you know, you gotta go through the process. They're probably gonna deny your claim.
Yeah, you got to appeal it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Yep, so we got to appeal it, but here's the thing. The reason we're not hiring him yet is because we have a system in California where if they if they deny your claim, which they're going to deny your claim because they don't have to have a reason, fuck you, that's why. There's a set of 3 doctors that get picked. They're qualified medical examiners or whatever. And we'll get a set of 3 of those to choose from, and one of them will be the one we choose, and that's the one we have to get examined by, and they go through all the stuff, and they decide, you know, what is and isn't likely from the injury, right? Like whether or not the injury was caused this or that or the other thing. However, if after we get to that point, we hire an attorney, we get another set of 3 to choose from. So, but we can't do that until after we've got, like, we can't do that ahead of time. There's no, like, ahead of time, you know, get it before in advance kind of thing.
System repaired.
So you got to go with one of the 3 that they give at first, then you get to hire a lawyer, and then you get another 3? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, exactly. So we get a second
Like
3.
you gotta confer
If
with
it's
one
not
of them
good,
first. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
so it's like, it's essentially, it's a strategy. He was like, I can't
Fuck that,
tell
man.
you to do this because that would be wrong. But, like, you know, this is how it works. So if that's what you want to do,
Yeah. This is what happened in this other case. I can't tell you what to do,
Yeah,
but let me
so
tell you what
it's
happened in
essentially-
this other case.
Yeah, it was essentially like, you should do this, it's going to be in your best interest. And there's really nothing I can do that would change what's going on now.
Yeah, fucking sucks that you're doing that shit, man. Yeesh. Well, good luck to you, I guess.
Yeah,
I hope they end up paying
exactly.
you
I mean, I hope
a little money.
my end goal
Beyond the injury, man.
is,
like
is
just the fucking
to not be injured
aggravation.
anymore. I don't even fucking, I'm not even like sitting here stressing over money or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's not like you're somebody who looks to sue at every opportunity or something. So, yeah. It's pretty fucked up, man. Well, you kind of give them no choice. Fucking assholes. Oh, yeah, dude, the volleyball, the trans women volleyball match, dude. I thought that one was fucking funny.
But it was like Lady Baller, except it wasn't on all on one side. It was just like...
Yeah, it was 3 and 2. Three trans women on one side, two
two
trans
on the
women on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember Matt talking about it. Matt Christensen talking about it on Sunday on his show, Matt and Blonde or whatever. And he's like, so what? We're going to have, what, just all the teams be nothing but trans women? And then he's like, I know that sounds preposterous, but... And I was like, that doesn't sound preposterous at all. That
it sounds like
the
one team's going to
result.
realize that is going to win games. And once they realize that's going to win games...
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, again, it's, in my opinion, it's the most likely result.
Yeah,
of allowing
because men are just better at sports than women. Like it's nothing personal. It's not about like trying to be mean. It's just a
they're stronger, faster.
Well, no, men are just more physically
by a significant
capable than
margin.
women are. Like in any given situation, it's just never going to change. Like you can't hormone it differently.
Yeah.
Even if you like give hormones and you chop people's parts off and all that other stuff, there is no way that doesn't end up that way.
There's an inherent advantage. Yeah, and it's not even close. Yeah, because I remember. Yeah, this was a while ago. I think it was before she even got arrested in Russia. But like Brittany Griner, who's like the best WNBA player.
Oh no.
Somebody was like tweeting out how she could beat most of the men, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Who thought it was?
She wouldn't even be the fucking.
Oh, man.
She wouldn't be the 12th best player on the worst team in the league. NBA rosters are 12 people on a team, 12 men on a team. So yeah, she wouldn't even be like the 12th best player on the worst fucking team.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's such a ridiculous concept that you're gonna have like fair competition between men and women in like the normal sports, but the ones where it's really brutal and just like, are you fucking serious? Are the ones where it's like the fighting, like the MMA shit. It's like you can't just.
Yeah.
I saw a little. I didn't watch the video, but there was another clip of like a thing about how like this women's martial arts tournament ended because there was a man in the tournament, and the women were just like, no, we're not going to get fucked up and injured, so that this creepy piece of shit can live out their daydream of being the best when, you know, the only way they can be the best is to compete against women.
Yeah. That I think that kind of needs to start happening, where the teams are like, no, we're not even going to play. You know, not even on the individual shit like the fighting or whatever. You know, let them have their title because everyone forfeited instead of playing them. Congratulations on winning your fucking title without playing a match. Because no one wanted to fucking buy into your bullshit. But we'll see. Yeah, like I said, that seems like one of the only ways it's going to happen. Where again, most of the teams are literally like, we're not letting any fucking trans women on our team. And we're not going to play any team that has trans women. We're going to forfeit those games. And if, again, everybody that doesn't have trans women on their team agrees to forfeit anytime they're playing them, that would, I assume, make it where it gets to the point where they're like, all right, we got to do something about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let them create their own fucking division, dude. Because, yeah, literally it is going to end up being all trans women on women's sports teams.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But, yeah, volleyball is another... Yeah, volleyball is another one that's pretty brutal. At least in that game, there wasn't... a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, there was a trans woman playing on the volleyball one, and the dude spiked it so fucking hard into a girl's face on the other team that it... Yeah. Yeah, it broke her fucking orbital bone.
Oh,
like
yeah. Some
face.
of the injuries are fucking nuts.
Like, dude, it's not easy to break any bones in your fucking skull or in your head. Yeah, like it's not easy at all to break bones in your face, dude.
No, it takes a lot of fucking pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, having a dude spike it right into a bitch's face. Breaking bones, dude. Holy shit.
Can you imagine, like, you're like a 5'10" chick, and you're, like, pretty tough. You know, you're not weak sauce by any stretch of the imagination. But then, like...
Right.
Here comes this person who's, like, 6 foot tall. They got 500 pounds of fucking muscle, you know? Like, I mean, not obvious, I'm being exaggerated, but... You know, just like the amount of like damage they're doing is just ridiculous.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad because there are plenty that just forfeit now, which is, again, nice to see. But again, I wish they literally all of them would. Yeah, so they do something about it. Either create a separate trans division, or just, again...
Yeah, see, that would be fine. I'd be absolutely 100% fine with, like, a trans division.
Yeah.
Like, that would be 100% okay with me.
Yeah. Yeah, how many of the trans women would bother? Like, oh, no, wait, those guys might actually be able to compete with me, you know, athletically. So no, if I can't play just regular women, yeah, I'm guessing like at least 90% of the fucking alleged trans female athletes would suddenly decide they're male again.
Oh yeah. Once they couldn't cheat anymore. It's like once they can't cheat anymore.
Yeah, I remember people were getting on. Once it's fucking, I can be the greatest ever, just by pretending to be a woman for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny because Serena Williams a while back. Serena Williams tennis player. Her and her sister are like the two best ever. You look at them; they're fucking buff black bitches, dude. Again, obviously great at tennis. But anyways,
yes, the great at tennis, get a lot of steroids, still lose against like high school kids. Like high school boys can still beat them.
Yeah. Well, they'd had asked her. This was several years ago, but so they were talking about Andy Roddick, who was like the best U.S. men's player, which made him like 50th best in the world or whatever. Well, not that bad, but he was not the highest ranked in the world. But, you know, she was like, no, he would destroy me. I would be lucky to get a point off of him.
Yeah, exactly.
In the entire fucking match.
And you would think if people like that,
you know,
who were
she
like
at least
the highest
that,
class female athlete in the world, are saying like, hey, no, that's just not true. People would be like, oh, maybe I should listen to the person who's, you know, a fucking expert. You know what I mean? Like,
well, dude, you can look at it because they measure like the the speed of serves, and the guys can play it close to 150 miles an hour on their serves. And like maybe Venus and Serena can break 100, but that's probably about it. So like just that alone would tell you, oh yeah, they're bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's so fucking obvious. There's absolutely no fucking argument.
Well, the thing,
I mean, they tried to anyway because they're fucking insane.
But one of the things they usually use the fallacy of appealing to a quote unquote expert. You know, it's always like, what about the science? What about the science? What about the science? Or lived experiences and stuff like that. What about like the Williams sisters' lived experience? How come that doesn't count?
They're like, no, they're internalized racists and misogynists.
Yeah, exactly. It's internalized misogyny.
That's why.
They can't possibly not be as good as men at this particular sport. Like, it's nothing. It's not even like a case of like men are better than women. It's just like physically the attributes that these two genders have are so drastically different that there's just no way.
Yeah, and it's not like she
on
was
the same
saying
level.
Yeah, it's not like even when she said it, she was just like, she was smiling. She wasn't upset about it. She was like, nah, no way. No, he would destroy me. Like, she was just stating a fact. Like, it wasn't anything that bothered her about it. Just like, yeah, that's the way it is. The 100th ranked men's player in the world would absolutely destroy me. And yeah, somehow that's fucking misogynistic.
Yep. Always full of
just
hate.
Because. Yeah, acknowledging reality is usually, you know, some kind of phobic. You homophobe, you transphobe, saying men are better than women at something.
Can I be a homophone?
That they're obviously better than. You can try. I support you in your efforts.
I can't play this.
Homophones. Oh wait, isn't that what it used to be homonym, but now it's homophone? Where a word has more than one meaning, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think it's called homophone now. I think, because it used to be homonym. They had like synonyms, homonyms, antonyms. They put phone instead of nym for some reason now. Because language must change. Seems to be the rationale.
Thank you.
Man.
You know, the way like
sorry, I'm gonna fucking boost you.
Saying someone
for the
had
next
mental
fight.
retardation was like, you know, the medical way to describe it. But after a while, that, you know, it's got to change. Otherwise, it's suddenly a slur.
Exactly.
With that one, I kind of get what they're saying because it did get to the point where that people were using retarded as an insult. So I kind of get it. But it's just like, no, that's just
like
probably going to happen again.
Down syndrome when they say it. That's the thing. It's like,
yeah,
I understand.
Yeah, they're not saying it.
Gotta get that Pharaoh.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just,
yeah, no. Like I said, I kind of get it, but I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? Kind of get the argument, but it's silly. And they're like, no, let's make it as long and as humanly possible. What we use to describe them, so people will be less likely to use it as an insult. I guess. I don't understand the rationale.
no, yeah, it never makes any goddamn sense. I mean, you're assuming there's some sort of rationale behind their rationale, so to speak.
Yeah, that is pretty silly inference to make. Like, no, they're just like, oh no, that's racist now. I
Yo,
came up with
healers,
this
wait
new
for
one.
us, man.
Mentally challenged.
I'm
Yeah,
mentally
let's see you
challenged.
call someone that. They're like, no, that's 5 syllables. People don't like to go more than 3 syllables with their insult words. So I
Come
think
back
we're
to the ball.
good. Oh shit, wait, no, even mentally challenged is gone now, right? Like they've already, that one's already become non-usable. I can't can't even remember what the right term is now. Ah, well. It doesn't matter.
Nothing matters anymore. It's all fucking nonsense.
Indeed.
It's all just shit they made up. Like it's you know, it's the thing is it's none of it's real. It's just nonsense they decided would sound cool. It's like Dungeons and Genders.
Yeah.
They wanna roll a dice and have a putty tat, you know.
Yeah. Too much free time.
Yeah. That's the thing, ultimately, they're just so wealthy, they have all this free time and they can just do all this silly shit because, like, mommy and daddy are paying for everything.
Yeah,
mommy and daddy pay all your
wealthy.
bills, mommy and daddy pay for your food, mommy and daddy pay for your education. That's why they expect mommy and daddy to pay for everything forever.
Yeah, and then the government is mommy and daddy, basically. You're like, no, I want that to keep going forever, so mommy and daddy government, give me money for no reason. For doing nothing. I want money for doing nothing.
As long as they can keep it going.
Yeah. Did you see the thing with this week with Hassan Piker? Speaking of fucking rich kids that are socialists, because he'd always claimed like his dad was like wealthy, like, but in Turkey, he's like, no, it wouldn't even be like upper middle class here, you know. It was in Turkey, so it really wasn't that much. And it's like, oh, he was basically the vice president for a holding company with a couple like $170 billion in fucking assets and shit. He wasn't even a billionaire. It was like $5 billion. Like, oh, it turns out he was.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird to fucking
his home
lie
is like
about
$4 or $5 million.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just talking about his dad. Like, he's claiming his dad wasn't really that well.
Oh, yeah. His dad was
like
working with, like, the fucking consulate and shit.
Yeah, he was a lobbyist. Like, he lobbied the Turkish government or the United Nations, other countries.
All of us.
Yeah, he was a politician in addition to shit or lobbyist slash
Fucking sitting in
politician.
small second.
But yeah, Hassan the whole time has claimed, no, he wasn't really that rich. It was in Turkish money, so... But yeah, he's definitely very fucking wealthy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter, but it's a weird thing for him to try to pretend isn't true.
Not so fast.
That guy's pretty fucking insufferable, though. Fucking hate Hassan. Such a fucking scumbag. But yeah, it's very odd the amount of people. Oh yeah, and then yeah, Mr. fucking super socialist Hassan has a shirt, like one of those Eat the Rich shirts or whatever the fuck it says. There's some slogan like that. A regular T-shirt, $140 on his fucking on his merch page.
Yup.
For a fucking T-shirt. Just a print screen T-shirt.
Have you ever seen that, like, this shirt costs $5,000 shirt?
Yeah, oh,
there was literally a
shirt
shirt that was just, and it was just a regular shirt. There wasn't anything in particular about it. It was just like...
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, have you ever seen the movie Dickie Roberts? With David Spade was the main character. Basically, David Spade plays this, like, former child star that's like having a hard time getting a role or whatever. So anyways, he pays us because he didn't have a childhood, right? So he didn't think, like, he was going up to this bar and like, you haven't lived your real life. Like, you didn't have a childhood. The director or whatever told him that. So he's like, okay. And he, like, hires this family to, like, you know, treat him like he's a kid, basically. Anyways, I didn't really need all that set up. But basically, the dude, the dad of the family was a salesman, and he did this like analogy where he's like, you know, you go into this fucking shop, it's like Native American shop. There's these, they're selling these fucking like this pottery, and it's basically the guy walks in and he's like, okay, those two are exactly the same pot. Why is that one $20 and that one's $200? And the Native American guy goes, well, some people like to pay $20 and some people like to pay $200. Like it's a status thing. You know what I mean? Like they know it's worthless, but they, I don't know, if they buy it, everybody's gonna know they bought it for whatever stupid amount of money because they're rich.
Yeah.
Like showing off your status. I don't know if I explained that right. That was way too long of an explanation and setup.
I aim to devastate.
But yeah, like that sounds insane to me that you'd look at it and realize they're both there. And you're like, no, I want the $200 one, not the $20 one that's exactly the same. What's wrong, puppies? I'm bored. Fuckers. So yeah. What else is happening?
Nothing. Everything is
I forgot
awful.
what we were talking about. So, same old then?
This ends now. The grand finale.
Same old bullshit.
Final push. Capitulate.
Luke, stop being so goddamn dramatic. Stop being so dramatic, puppy.
He's dying. He needs whatever
That's
it
funny
is
because
he
he'll
needs.
just lay down and just zone out.
He's like, no, I'm unconsolable.
Yeah. No, if I like play the game or something, he'll just lay down like on his side and just look so fucking sad.
Oh, what about that Black National Anthem? Did you see anything of that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the one who posted it.
Oh yeah, dude.
That shit was so funny. And
Yeah,
I
no, I
loved how
posted
many
it when you
people
didn't read
came
my
out
long
and were
ass,
just like, no, there's a national anthem, just one. And it's for everybody, and it's not about, you know, like so many people came out and were like, no, that's not how that works. There's no separate national anthem. We're just one nation. I was like, that's pretty cool, like, because you know it's rare that we get any kind of what do you call it? Any kind of like pushback against that stuff, but also like patriotically, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the part that made
Yeah,
it
no,
weird
I
for me was
posted
it's actual
a
patriotism
video.
where they're saying no, it's everybody's game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was Charlemagne the God. You know that guy, little fucking midget, that fucking black midget guy that.
Oh yeah. I watched.
No, he was like
I
complaining
watched
about
that
it.
video. Well, I should say I listened to that video while I was playing Pal World, but yeah. Yeah, Charlemagne the God was like,
yeah,
because
he's like,
you
don't
hate
complain,
black
like
people, and it was like, fucking what?
Yeah. And then as part of his example, he was like, well, you don't complain when like you know, like a Mexican guy has the Mexican national anthem playing, and I'm like, yeah, that's just fucking country's anthem. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's not the,
we have
not
one
the
already.
Same thing. Like,
yeah, he doesn't have an alternate anthem because he's whatever mestizo or fucking.
It's not
you know, Native American or whatever
anthem or something like that, or this is the Indian anthem in the U.S.
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Yeah, or if it was a black guy that happens to have been born in Mexico, live in Mexico, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you're going to do something equivalent, it would be like him playing the black Mexican national anthem. That would be what we're talking about.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Charlemagne is, well, he's a fucking idiot, basically. Yeah. Yeah, but no, I had put a long-ass post that apparently you did not read, which is fine. I do that sometimes. I don't expect anybody to read them all. But I was like, okay, let's say that they're... But yeah, no, my point was, I was like, okay, let's say you want to grant that. Again, I don't agree that there should be any more than the one national anthem. But let's say a second group, you decide, okay, one group or whatever group gets their own separate anthem. I was like, I feel like American Indians would be more deserving of that. For two main reasons. One, because they've been in the country fucking anyone else, basically. And two, as fucking horrible as slavery is, I feel like genocide is even worse. And again, a lot of the Native Americans...
I aim to devastate.
A lot of Native Americans.
There were people literally trying to wipe them off the fucking planet. So I feel like
they were literally
is,
people trying to kill all of them. Yeah, they weren't just like, oh, maybe
Yeah, they were paying indiscriminately for scalps of Native Americans. Like, so yeah, I was like, okay, slavery is fucking horrible. Nobody's arguing with that. But again, at least your fucking race or whatever is living on. And again, horrible conditions. But again, they're going to get freed at some point, almost inevitably everywhere. As fucked up as that is, and as rough as it is in the meantime until they're freed, they're alive, and their race is going on. Genocide, you're fucking gone. Your entire race is gone. So again, if somebody wants to get or we want to call it, I feel like a Native about black people and anyone else, any other fucking group.
Yeah,
I don't know. You disagree with that?
I don't think there's I don't think there's any group that has a right to, but yeah, it would definitely be a different group of people before it would be the African Americans by any stretch.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like Americans.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other groups that were way worse off prior.
Again, acknowledging it's ridiculous to have a separate one for any group of people. Yeah. Because it is divisive. You know what I mean? Like you were saying it's different, but I'm like, what do you mean? Like you're separating to break down arguments from fucking Charlemagne somehow. Like it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I just found it infuriating. Like it's stupid virtue signaling bullshit. That's what it is. And I also hate the fucking NFL commissioner, so. He's definitely one of those virtue signaling fucking assholes. Like a few years back, they were doing a thing where they were putting the player, on the players' helmets, like on the back of the helmets.
Really?
They were putting the names of they put the names of black guys that had been killed by cops.
Oh my! I remember that shit. That was the dumbest shit.
Yeah, and again, pretty much every single one of them was a case where those guys were doing fucked up shit when they got shot. Like the guy that got shot because he was, again, trespassing and harassing his baby mama, and then he put a knife in his car, and, it was all shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or
well, they complained about that lady that was fucking in the middle of killing somebody.
Yeah. So it was shit like that. So I was just like, dude, you guys have to fucking know the truth, yeah. And you're doing it anyway, so there's no way that the NFL guys don't know enough about the situation to be aware that those guys, George Floyd, I guess was the main one. I don't know why I didn't just leave with that one, but yeah, basically all those situations where guys, these names should not be venerated at all. So yeah, because I stopped watching the. I stopped watching the NFL for a few years, dude, because of that. Yeah. And honestly, I probably still wouldn't be watching, except my team, who was 3 years ago, and for the 30 years before that, was the worst fucking franchise in the league. Became really good. But, I was like, fuck this, dude. Fuck the NFL. This is bullshit.
Yeah, agreed.
And a lot of people did. There are people burning their jersey,
Oh, there's a lot
checking
of people,
out as well.
I mean, it was as aggressive as the Bud Light thing.
Yeah. Oh shit! I never looked up to Shane Gillis if he had explained why the fuck he would sign up with Bud Light. Did you ever hear anything more about that? I'm guessing you also didn't look into it.
No. I just saw that he was representing it supposedly and was like, oh, that's fucked. You know, like, I really like that guy. I wish he wasn't doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like further than that either. I did need to, but then I'm like, oh, Howie Mandel. Yeah, I gotta watch that. Oh no, Howie Mandel was on his podcast actually. Although I think they both were on each other since then. But anyways, Red Light partnering with comedian. Oh yeah, and he's also did he already host SNL? Or is it going to happen? I don't know if that happened yet.
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't know he was going to host SNL.
Wow, this is the headline. Comedians cheer Trump-friendly Shane Gillis' Bud Light sponsorship. What? Trump-friendly? Alright, they obviously didn't do much research than that.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. He's no
I've
longer,
heard Shane Gillis
he's no
say
longer
out
on
loud
the good side if he's going to support them.
Yeah. Like, dude, he, in his special, the Live at Austin one, he literally says, or no, maybe not the one, but there is like a tape of him saying, I didn't vote for Trump. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid. Yeah, actually, no, he makes a joke about it. He was like, you know, it was kind of hard to not vote for him. His whole fucking thing was directed at me, guys like me, like fat fucking retards or whatever he says about himself.
Yeah, he's...
So I don't know why they're fucking calling him Trump friendly.
It's kind of a shame because
yeah,
he's really funny, but at the same time, it's like, look, if you're gonna start getting into politics and stuff, you best know what you're supporting.
Yeah, I don't think he goes all that into it though. I think he just tries to be funny for the most part still. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to see. Cause yeah, I don't know, man. Cause I don't know. Cause I have been thinking about it. I'm like, I get that Bud Light fucked up. But like, it was just one dumb bitch that did something really fucking stupid. Like that one marketing bitch. I mean, people had to obviously sign off on it too, I suppose. But I'm like, well, do they need to be canceled forever? Or is that kind of fucked up?
No, they shouldn't be canceled forever, but they haven't apologized and admitted that they did something wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking give a shit if they're like wanting to be forgiven now. Like, it's just like, it's irrelevant.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Because, yeah, I don't know. It didn't really bother me that Peyton Manning did ads for him. Like, I was kind of like, that's kind of stupid. But I think he was just thinking, like, well, fuck, I'll take their money. I don't think it's going to help them, but I'll take their fucking money. Like, I kind of assumed that's what Peyton Manning was thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm thinking well, it might be the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I gotta fucking research that. Fuck it. All right, I don't know any more about it, so I should stop talking about it.
No way to know for
sure. What else?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of Howie Mandel, did you see the? It just happened like yesterday or the day before, where Dana White, the guy the head of the UFC fighting thing, the commissioner or whatever. Right after Howie's introduction, he's just like, you know what? I'm so sick of fucking podcasts. I'm not doing fucking podcasts anymore. And just walks off like a minute into the fucking thing. And everybody's trying to theorize about what it was. And well, some people are saying Howie was being sarcastic because he he was very flowery and very fucking kind of over the top with the praise for him as part of his introduction. Even at one point referring to him as he's like, you're a philosopher and you're all that stuff. Like actually said he's a philosopher. So I don't know if Dana White thought he was just fucking with them, and I don't know if Howie was or not. It's possible. Both are kind of equally likely, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
But then apparently, like a couple days before that, he had gotten into it with some fucking asshole who'd been constantly fucking with him in some way. Like there was some guy that he introduced him to. This guy that Dana White ended up getting pissed off at. And apparently, just since then, like, oh, I introduced you guys, so you know. And apparently just mentions it constantly anytime Dana White's around or not around even. So he went off on that guy. He's like, and you brought it up so many fucking times, and like, look, I even paid you like $50,000. Shut the fuck up about it, or something like that. So that was like a day or two more earlier, because before that, Dana White has gone on the record saying how much he loves podcasts and would rather do that than deal with the fucking mainstream media. So for him to fucking turn around and say, fuck podcasts, I'm done, I'm out. You know, at the very beginning of the fucking podcast, that was pretty Sorry, that was a bit of a monologue, but it's an interesting story.
Oh, yeah.
Did I post that? I should post that. I don't remember whose video it was. Oh, God damn it. I forgot about the fucking the Photoshop in the window thing. God damn. Dude. I don't know why that struck me as so goddamn funny, dude. Again, it must have just been the mood I was in, dude. But that fucking Photoshop fucking broke me, dude. I could not stop laughing for a good fucking 10 minutes.
Fucking weird. It was weird because
so fucking silly.
Not only did they Photoshop her into the window, they Photoshopped the weirdest picture that made no goddamn sense of her into the window. So it was just like on top of it,
well,
it's just the silliest possible fucking image. Okay,
did you see right before that image? There's a picture of that same chick, right?
Yeah.
Like just by herself, like overlaid, right? It's that picture just reversed.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you noticed that, but it's that picture just reversed.
It was the silliest situation, the silliest picture they could find of her, just because it was weird. And then, like,
dude,
it didn't even. It looked like it was like. You didn't even make it look like she was in a window. Like you could have literally just cut out her from the rest of the picture, like the white background that was there with like the bars and shit. You literally could have removed all of that really easily, and just put the outline of only her in the window, and that would have been. It would have still been bad.
Yeah, that would have made kind of sense.
It would have been nearly. It wouldn't have been nearly as silly. But just not even bothering, just cutting the same shape out of a photo of like the picture of the window. It's like a child making a picture book.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like I cut this picture of mommy out of the picture, and then I put it in the picture of the window of the house that I drew. You know, like that's a 3-year-old would do.
Yeah, that's what it's insane to me. Yeah, because again, first of all, completely unnecessary, right? There's no fucking reason. Nobody has a problem imagining a woman looking out a window and seeing a crime happen outside of her window. So completely unnecessary. But to do it and to not bother, and again, to use the picture you just fucking showed and the fucking shot before, and not bother to, again, cut out around, cut the background. You just post that picture of her with the same background. Dude, the whole thing was just nuts. It was so absurd.
Sweet, sassy Molassie. They were not even trying on that one.
Did you watch that video, by the way?
Yeah,
I know that was not sports related.
I like that. I like those guys. Those two guys are both very funny guys. I can't think of their names offhand. But I know I've seen another shit. Raymond Romano, that guy, but the black guy, I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Tim Meadows.
That was during the era where, like, it was a kind of a treat to stay up on the weekends if you could, to watch, like, Saturday Night Live and, the late night shows, and sometimes if you were really lucky, you got to watch the late night shows like Letterman or Leno, or even if you even the other what's the other one with the redheaded fellow? I can't remember his name offhand right now. That everyone was really mad because he lost his show. Conan O'Brien. Even sometimes if you were really lucky, you got to stay up late enough to watch Conan or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I had been trying to stay up on Saturday nights like since I was a kid living in New York. When it was actually midnight, when you know what I mean, because it would be like 9 o'clock on the West Coast. Yeah, so it was like midnight. And, you know, it was me, a 6, 7, 8-year-old trying to stay up to watch it when it was like Eddie Murphy and fucking Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, like way back then. So yeah, no, it was incredibly funny for a really fucking long time. So yeah, it's sad to see what it's become now because it's just fucking again, comedy is secondary to propaganda and just Trump that fashion.
Yeah, story is secondary to message or whatever bullshit they're trying to sell.
Yeah. Yeah, which is again pretty fucking common nowadays. But yeah, sad to see something that had been around for over 50 years and been great for a vast majority of those 50 years. They're 50 plus now, obviously, but yeah, it was fucking sad to see, man. Not that long ago. Like Bill Hader was really fucking funny. He didn't leave all that long ago, but pretty much since he left, it's been fucking horrible. I'm gonna shoot this puck up your pooper.
Up your pooper. Puck up your pooper.
Then he's like, you're not gonna shoot that puck up my pooper. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna shoot the puck. And if it goes up your pooper, so be it. Dude. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, Tim Meadows was the ladies' man. Which he actually got that made into a movie, which was, I don't know, I don't think I ever watched it actually. Like it's pretty funny as a sketch, but to try to stretch it into a fucking movie was kind of weird, and I don't think I was ever interested in watching it.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the Twisters fucking thing? They're trying to bring Twisters.
No,
it's a sequel to Twister.
Yeah, a sequel. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's a multiple. Yeah. Dude, goddamn. We should start like a petition. No remakes and no sequels.
No trash
until this woke fucking storm. Yeah, until this woke nonsense passes. I want a fucking 5-year moratorium. 10 if possible. No remakes, no sequels allowed. Come up with original shit that just sucks to start with, instead of ruining shit that was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did we talk about the mom of the school shooter that got found guilty of manslaughter? We talked about that last week, right?
Yeah, we agreed she deserved it.
Yeah.
I mean, I 100% agreed. She 100% deserved that shit. Because it was like, you bought the gun, you trained the kid how to shoot, you paid no attention to how he was doing. You let him do all this horrible stuff. You never informed the school of any of these things.
Yeah. You see him, you see the drawing he made of bullets tearing through, fucking blood and bullets everywhere, and you think you need to act. Yeah, she was again. I'm pretty fucking firmly against that of just like not automatically charging the parents or in that situation or whatever. Because again, my first reaction is, no, come on, that's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, then hearing the story, I'm like, no, yeah, she should have known. Any reasonable person would have known that she needed to act to get her kid some help, and definitely keep the fuck away from the gun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, Yeah, that one was pretty much. Yeah, pretty much justified. So yeah, we already talked about it, buddy.
Yeah. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Oh,
You
did
know,
you
like
see
it was one of those things where
the
it's
chick
like,
that,
you know.
Stop the payload.
Oh, what chick?
Oh yeah, like ordinarily I'd be against it, but in this case, yeah. No, I was gonna say ordinarily I would be against that kind of shit, but yeah, she earned that fucking guilty. Yeah. Oh, the dog napper. The fat black.
Oh yeah,
because she was released on
getting
bail
away.
like
Oh
immediately.
yeah. They're just letting her go.
Well, I mean, they did.
She
Well,
fucking
they
tried
did
to kill
charge her.
somebody.
And the yeah,
like
yeah.
she tried to fucking kill
but
somebody.
the bail, yeah,
like
I
that's
mean,
some
for
bullshit
attempted
right
murder.
there.
For attempt. Yeah, I feel like for attempted murder, the bail should be more than 70,000. I feel like that's low for attempted murder. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. So they only, again, the way bail works, obviously, her and her family would only have to come up with like 7,000. But yeah, I feel like the bail should be way the fuck more than that. And yeah, that I don't know what they're actually charging her with. I doubt they're gonna. It's California, right? Was it California? Where did that happen? Do you remember? Yeah, KTLA. So yeah, that's at Los Angeles. Oh wait, that doesn't actually say it's in there, but it's on the KTLA channel. But yeah, they're probably not charging her with attempted murder, right?
They
Do you
should,
know what they actually
even though it's
charged her
what it
with?
should be, like minor assault.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just charged her with a theft or something.
I mean,
Yeah,
she tried to
fuck,
kill
man,
the
I
lady
get-
on her car. You can't just do that. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can find it. Now it's bugging me.
Man, Emerald turns on that aim bot. You can see their aim, like when in the kill feeds, like it's way away from where they're supposed to be aiming, and you can see it just get dragged dramatically, like totally like arbitrarily across the screen.
Yeah.
It's like
Immediately on target. Yeah. Man, nothing suspicious about that.
yeah, no, and then there's just a bunch of them. This team was getting destroyed, and now suddenly they're fucking an unstoppable force with every shot a headshot on like 3 or 4 of the players.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I fucking hate this shit.
Yeah, that's bad luck. They suddenly
Oh man,
got
I was
way
playing
better.
comp yesterday. It
amazing.
was the worst.
Yeah, same shit, huh? Where dog was thrown today. Oh, that's a different one. Charges filed in carjacking spree where dog was thrown. No, that's different. Oh, they threw. Alright, let's see. Where is it?
Pass into the iris.
Oh, is it a French bulldog? Yeah, hold on. Maybe that'll help narrow it down. Again, not even a fucking golden retriever, dude. What the fuck would you risk your life for a French bulldog? Maybe I got too many words. Yeah, apparently dog theft is fucking
If it's a good
pretty
one, if
rampant.
it's a good
because
dog,
I'm trying
like
to
some
find
of those dogs
specifically,
are
and there's a
expensive.
bunch of other ones popping up in the search. Yeah, French bulldogs apparently are not cheap. Apparently they start at around $2,000 or something like that. Like that's the low end.
Play of the game.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I think what was it? We had a dog
So,
that
it
was
was
purebred,
yeah, okay.
and it was just like but not like really purebred. You know what I mean? But it was like guaranteed to be like
Yeah,
a full like all dachshund and nothing else in it. And that was like
Yeah.
$500-600, and that's really cheap. We got a deal. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, the purebreds, those can get up there if you're stealing them.
Yeah.
Plus, then who even knows why she stole the dog? It might have had nothing to do with money. She might just be a fucking cunt. You know what I mean? Just like a total piece of shit who was just like, I feel like I want this dog right now, so I'm just going to take it.
Yeah.
Because that's more likely what I think it is. It's just a bunch of fucking pieces of trash in a fucking car together. And they're like, hey, let's take that car, let's take the dog, it'd be funny. And fucking take the dog and then drive off, try to kill this lady who's trying to get her fucking property back. You know? It's like, fuck that noise. She should be in prison for the next 20 years, in my opinion. Like you stole somebody's property and then you tried to kill that person when they tried to get their property back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me is extremely serious, and it shouldn't matter if you're a male or a female or any of that nonsense.
Yeah,
you should go straight to fucking prison for at least 20 years, man.
Oh, dude, apparently, if I'm reading this right, that fat black bitch that got arrested wasn't even driving. It was
she wasn't even driving, then her boyfriend should be facing the murder charges. Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Because apparently you can just drive around with people on the hood of your car.
Yeah, well, and then again, the way the accessory thing works or whatever.
That's
yeah, well, they would both, the way shit works, like if a felony results in death or an attempted murder,
everyone should be charged. Oh, you know, you're right. Everybody in the car should be charged.
To get the same charges,
I didn't think about it.
Right? Yeah.
It's like if you're caught driving drunk and what do you call it? Everybody else in the car is completely smashed. You all get DUIs because no one could have been driving sober. Essentially, is the reasoning. They're like, literally.
All right.
You literally could not have had a sober driver. It's essentially the reason that you all get DUIs.
Wow. Like, wow! She was charged with felony robbery. By the way, she wasn't charged with any kind of attempted murder or any of that shit.
Wow, that's so dumb.
Yeah, was released. So she spent 1 day in jail and got out. Bail was posted at $70,000, so she had to pay, I assume, $7,000 to the bail bondsman or whatever. Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key.
Such bullshit,
Knowledge
dude.
is its own reward.
And apparently they didn't even tell the bitch. Like, I thought normally, like, if somebody is like had assaulted you or done any kind of shit like that, like when they're released, I thought the authorities are supposed to alert you.
Good news, everyone.
But apparently not. She found out from the Daily Mail asking her about it. That's how she found out that the bitch was out on bail.
Wow.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
That is brutal.
Our task begins. You can't hide.
Lending a hand.
So fucking.
A taste of poison.
Only Slater was arrested. Yeah, the fucking boyfriend. I thought there were a total like 4 people in on the crime, but maybe I'm confusing that with something else. But yeah, her and the boyfriend fucking certainly should both be fucking charged with fucking attempted murder. I also feel like a lot of places like attempted murder and murder don't have the same penalties, which is odd to me.
Yeah, no, it's
like
weird.
If they attempted the murder, not hit just because they didn't manage to do it, like it should be treated as if you fucking succeeded. If it's obvious that you were attempting to kill someone. Yeah.
What is it now?
The numbers.
Your end is within my reach.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's gotta be fucked up. Like, dude, why the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, the world's fucked. It's pretty obvious.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, every single shot was in the same place on my body, so Baduko is definitely not legit. Holy shit.
Right.
There was like one game I played where it was literally there had to be 3 or 4 people hacking. on a team. Like, literally, I was invisible, and they knew where I was the whole match. Like, they would play like I wasn't actually invisible, and it didn't seem to, like, occur to them that, like, oh, maybe this is noticeable.
Right. No, they suddenly went from being really bad at the really good. This just happened to be the game where their skills dramatically increased.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't understand why I would want to play comp when most of the matches have a cheater in it. It's like, literally, there was this soldier who has, so you know the difference between like hit scan and projectiles, because you played FPS games, right?
Yeah.
One hits immediately and one goes through the air and you can actually watch it. So there's a character in here called Soldier 76, and he has both. He has an assault rifle that's hit scan, and then he has a rocket that's a projectile. This dude was getting thrown around in the air because Junkrat has a lot of bombs, and so I'm like knocking him around in the air, hitting him up in the air, hitting him to the side, and angling him and stuff. And he's landing the fucking rockets along with every single fucking bullet.
As he's fucking bouncing around everywhere. Yeah, totally legit.
And it was just like that's not even a case of like, oh, he's just really good. That's not physically fucking possible.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
even a pro would be like, yeah, I'm not doing. What are you talking about? You out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, nothing's that good except a fucking computer-assisted player, a cheat-assisted player. Yeah, that's just fucking ridiculous.
Do we have any support at all? No, this is no support. All right, no point.
Yeah, an actual player would have no fucking way of knowing what the fuck is going on. He's bouncing around so much. But now this guy, he's landing every fucking shot as he's being flipped around in the air.
Yeah. And he was only one of the people that was doing that. Like everybody else was doing like similarly like ridiculous.
Yeah, that's it's an odd it's an odd thing. I don't know. Like I said, I don't fully understand cheaters. Like, it's fun to play around with cheats.
Oh yeah, but not on a game where you're like
you're
serious. Let's see.
Yeah, where you're playing against other people. Yeah, that's not poop.
It's just boring, like, because what's the point?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I can't imagine doing that shit and actually convincing myself that I'm good. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, they'll brag about winning.
From what I understand,
they'll brag about how great
it's a case of, in general, what they're doing is they're guaranteeing that their time is too valuable to suffer losses.
Yeah. If they're gonna, waste their use their valuable play.
Yeah, they should be able to win every round.
Yeah, because it's a waste of time if they don't win or something. Like, no, you can have fun losing too. The game can still be really fucking fun. It's more fun if you win.
It's fun if you lose, man. Like, you don't have to win every fucking round of everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's more fun to win, but yeah, fucking, if the game's fun, whether you win or fucking lose. So yeah, it's a narcissistic mindset. Like, that might be what they're claiming is the reason, but that sounds like a rationalization, like a bullshit justification for what they're doing. Maybe not, but yeah, it feels to me like that's just what what they're convincing in themselves the reason is, as opposed to the real reason being, no, I don't want to have to actually get good to win. I just want to win. And I don't care if I'm cheating to do it. Like, they probably believe that in their head, that they're like, no, my time's too valuable to waste time losing in the game.
100%.
Really, it's like, I just want to win, and I don't care how I do it.
Yep. Because then nobody else
don't care
matters
how
but them.
important
That's the mentality, I think, is what it is. Ultimately, you have...
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why it's getting to be worse and worse is because... literally, that's what people are raising their kids to behave like.
Yeah.
Like they're
like
teaching them that their feelings matter. Like, I was watching this video of a high school girl getting arrested, and she's like, you know, like, don't touch me. You're not allowed to touch me. Get your hands off me. I don't like this. And it's like, well, who fucking cares? You're being arrested, dummy.
Yeah.
Like, your feelings don't fucking matter anymore.
Cops. Yeah, like, literally, like, she expected the cops to be like, oh, you don't like this? Well, I'll stop immediately. You're free to go.
Yeah, it's like that's not how that works. You've gotten to the point where you're being arrested for whatever reason. It's no longer a discussion.
Yeah, about what you like or not.
There's no longer a discussion
that's an
to be
insane
had.
thing to say.
You can't come back from that. It's over.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty fucking insane thing to say. You know, if you really think about it. Like, no, I don't like this. Like, I like she really expected them to say, like, oh, I'm sorry. Is this unpleasant? Yeah. Well, we'll stop immediately.
Yeah, it's just like, it's bizarre.
It's an insane thing to say.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of
doing.
Disturbing because, you know, these kids are just so fucked up now. But I've also seen adults like that too, right? Like, so I was playing Pal World. One of the people that's playing is this super left-wing cunt that just doesn't have a fucking clue. Like, she's fine, except when she starts talking about politics, she's just belligerently stupid, like proudly stupid.
Oh, yeah.
You ever heard anybody that go, I don't read? Like, that's a fucking prideful statement? Yeah, okay, that's a fucking moron that you should never listen to again on anything serious. Like, that's just immediately, you can just discount anything they have to say on any topic at that point. I don't read.
That's for the common folk.
Fucking nerd. Fucking reading books.
Yeah.
Like, alright, well, you're a dummy and I don't need to listen to you anymore.
But
what got me about this is we were talking about I made the mistake of mentioning the Just Stop Oil people, because I figured that's a group everybody can equally agree are just fucking morons, right? Like, they go out and commit crimes constantly. They're not protesters. They're criminals. They're blocking traffic. They're destroying people's property. They're destroying public property. They're interfering with, like, plays and sporting events and stuff like that, and, like, you know, violating all these different laws. And it was just so weird. And her response was, well, I feel like that's a protest. Well, I don't fucking give a shit how you feel. It's like, it's the immediate response. What does fucking have to do with the price of fish in the market on Wednesday? Like, nobody gives a shit. Your feelings don't matter because it has nothing to do with what this is.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, dude, is the people doing that shit do not, again, for a protest, it's generally, trying to affect change. And the people doing that kind of shit don't care about trying to affect change. They just want to
they just want to piss people off. They're just there to make people mad.
Yeah.
They get off on it.
Yeah, they don't give a shit if the fucking protest changes any minds, obviously. Otherwise, they would find some method of protest that wasn't just annoying people that have nothing to do with what they're pretending to care about.
With Just Stop Oil, I genuinely believe that is a group of people that is being paid to go out and harass people. Like, I don't think that any of them are serious. I think they're making a lot of money doing it. I think there's probably a small core of literal cult members that think it's real, but the vast majority of them are probably just being paid by some rich fucking billionaire to go out and harass people and do this shit to make news. Because they're just trying to sell it, well, ultimately by the government of China, but you know, like, it's what it all kind of comes down to. Because, like, at the end of the day, that's really what's going on. Most of this stuff is funded by the government of China in order to try to destabilize the United States to assist to get them better trade deals.
Yeah. Or Soros for whatever fucking reason. Seems to.
I think Soros
is bullshit.
Is in bed with China. I think he is a holdover from the Nazis. He's a holdover from the Nazis. He wants to destroy the United States. He's always wanted to destroy the United States, and he said so on many occasions. So I don't doubt for a second that he's either coincidentally working with them or intentionally working with them. There's no doubt.
Yeah, either way, they seem to have the same fucking common goal, whether they're actually working together or not. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's Jewish, though, right? Like, he was...
Which is the fucking irony. He worked for the Nazis, but he was a Jew.
Yeah. No, he went around to help fucking basically, rob all the Jews, all the fucking Jewish people that came across of all their artwork and jewelry and all, whatever.
That's how he made his money.
Yeah. So disgusting that,
What gets me is that's how he made his money. Everybody knows this, but he gets to keep his money?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it just be taken
disgusting
from him and given back to the portioned out amongst the people
families.
he robbed? As many of them are still alive, and then whatever's left over can go to some sort of healthcare fund or something to just benefit the community as a whole. That just doesn't.
If you don't catch people like that in time, they become too wealthy to, be bound by law.
Yeah. Well, I think we're rapidly approaching a situation where it's going to come down to it has to be violence. I don't want it to be. I don't advocate that, but I think that it's coming down to where we're just going to see so differently, and there's just these people they're so dangerously corrupted by this cult that they're incapable of thinking for themselves anymore, and you just cannot tolerate them to exist anymore. Because you can't reason with them, you can't compromise with them, and you can't allow them to take your rights away because their feelings are getting hurt. You know what I mean? That's not reasonable.
Yeah.
Why should I have to not be able to carry a gun around or something because somebody would be sad? That's dumb. That's the dumbest shit in the world. Why should we turn into a communist regime because somebody wanted to cry?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's I forget where I heard the quote, but again, you're not changing their mind because again, you can't reason somebody out of a position that they weren't reasoned into.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Into a position, yeah, exactly.
They didn't logically come to it. They were emotionally manipulated for the most part.
Yeah.
Into their position. So
it's
logic's not going to get
manipulated, and then the logic is put to sleep by all the lies from the just general media, just constantly making shit up. It's the church shooter recently, the lady that went in and shot up Joel Osteen's church. She was it was pro-Palestinian. It was Free Palestine. She did it to support Palestine against Israel. But you won't see anything in the news about her crying out, Free Palestine and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. She had they'll mention that there was a Palestine sticker on the rifle, but then we'll say, but we have no idea if what. Which is again pretty fucking absurd.
But they have this lady who's just making shit up, who's never been in a room alone with Trump, and again it's proven in court that they never interacted. And they'll be like, no, he definitely raped her, though. Even though he was never around her, never in a room with her, he somehow raped her magically with his mind. His mind rape ability. From, far away, he mind raped her. And she has special secret powers, so she can tell when she's being mind raped. So he has to give her all his money.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, and he doesn't get to put a defense up for that.
Yeah.
That was the part. He was literally not allowed to put forth a defense of any kind. The jury was just presented with, no, he's guilty. Give her money. Oh, man.
Yeah, no, yeah. When fucking judges get to the point where they don't care about what the law is and they're just going to have the result they want, regardless of what the facts say or what the law says.
That's another one. It's that's another step closer to Civil War. It's if you can't count on the courts to follow the law and mediate disputes by law and uphold the law, then you have no other option. There's no peaceful option after that. That's your last peaceful option.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like-
If anyone, if any people, smart people out there want to try to come up with a non-violent solution to all this shit, I
I'd
hope
love to
that
hear it,
happens.
but you can't vote it out because it's going to get rigged. You can't, support it in the courts.
Yeah,
Why
I'm not
keep
seeing an alternate
calling
solution.
me?
I really fucking do not want that to be the case. Obviously,
I keep getting
Or
calls
maybe
from
that's not up.
Kaiser here. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm like distracted. I need to look up and see if I have some appointment or something today.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I don't think I have an appointment today. I have an appointment tomorrow at like 1:50.
All right.
And they keep just fucking calling, and they're not. It's really getting on my nerves.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking obnoxious. They're probably going to convince you to just stop everything. No, you're fine. And we don't have to cover anything anymore. So
Yeah.
stop going to
I'm
the doctor.
sure that's what the next appointment is supposed to be. Do you mind if I listen to the voicemail? I'm gonna have to like take off my headphones.
Yeah, go.
Real quick, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no worries, man. I'll just sit here collecting all my ill-gotten gains on Skyrim while you do that, or while Stabby does that. For anyone listening, in Skyrim, there's a glitch now where anything you drop and have your companion pick up, even if your companion picks up all the shit that you just dropped, you go back like 10 minutes later and all that same shit is duplicated again and can be picked up again and again and again. So I've been doing that for like a week. All these different spots. Like in each city, I have like 4 or 5 spots where I do that. And I can just literally, it respawns fast enough to where I'll have like about 6 spots usually that are that I do that in each town. And I'll cycle through them like in Whiterun. I drop it in. Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry about that.
Cool.
Yeah. The doctor isn't coming in, so they're switching it to a phone appointment.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Which is fine. I'd rather not drive down there anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It was just one of those ones where it was like, oh, okay, cool. So if they call me a third time, I will answer the phone, and it'll just take a second. I'll be like, yes, that's fine, no problem. I've got to go by. Like.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Yeah.
There are no.
Yeah, no worries.
Yep.
I was talking about how all I'm doing in playing games now is continually roaming around and taking advantage of the duplicate inventory trick that I mentioned before.
Yeah, the doubling.
Yeah, that's way more than doubling. It's yeah. Well, no, I guess it is doubling each time, but yeah, exponentially.
Yeah.
So you start out with 2, so then you got 4. You drop those 4. Those 4 become 8, and then 16, and so on and so on.
Double,
yeah,
the double,
dude,
the
I have
double, the double, the double, the double, the double, the double, the double.
Yeah, dude. For some reason, I decided. I decided I needed to have a bunch of the. You remember Calixto in Windhelm, the one that ends up being the guy that was killing the people at night or whatever. That was murdering people at night.
Yeah.
And he has his in his house. He has a little mini museum or whatever. One of the items he has is Ysgrimmor's soup spoon, which is a fork.
Oh.
You remember that?
Yeah. And you can use it to can, because it's technically a weapon. You can actually make it really powerful.
Yeah, no, it's not a weapon. It's when you it's in miscellaneous. So yeah, that one's not actually a weapon, but there are knives and forks that you can use like that. But anyways, yeah, that's one of the items I've been duplicating, and now I have like 600 of them, dude. Which is totally unnecessary. I find it pretty funny. Yeah, before, to get that many, you would literally have to just keep waiting till it respawned. every 30 days, in-game days, or whatever the fuck
Oh,
the respawn is.
the weird respawn rates that change every time. Yeah.
But yeah, the duplication trick. It's very fast. It's like I said, I basically have two spots in your Vasker, upstairs and downstairs. 2 spots in Dragon's Reach, pretty much same thing. All right, actually, yeah, not one now. There was 2, but I fucked up and put too much on the upstairs, and it literally won't load because I just dropped too much shit there, so the game just won't load it. But anyways, there's and then 2 spots in the 2 different zones in the Hall of the Dead. So I'll basically go to your Vasker, collect all the shit upstairs, go downstairs, collect all that shit, go to Dragon's Reach, collect that, go to the Hall of the Dead, and collect it from both of those spots. By the time I do all that and circle around, the stuff is already respawned in your Vasker where I started. Like, it's that fast. Yeah, it gets fucking nuts. The other thing I've been doing is taking all the enchanted Daedric daggers that you get from the Thieves' Cache, from, the Thieves' Barrels or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I have like 1,000 of each of those. Yeah, beyond that, it works for, again, there's some stuff it doesn't, and I still have not found, I always want to find a pattern when shit like that happens, and I can find no discernible pattern for what will and will not respawn.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I don't think I've come across any ingredient that won't respawn. I'm pretty sure every ingredient that I've dropped, because how Giant's Toe and Wheat makes like a super fucking valuable potion. So I would drop a bunch of Giant's Toe and Wheat to get a bunch of that back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And those spawn, and plus all the shit, because there was an expansion, not expansion, but a mod, where they did this thing where there's a some mage from Morrowind set up and started growing a bunch of shit from Morrowind, I assume, in the sewers underneath Solitude. So there's a shitload of new ingredients. Alocasia fruit, ambrosia, aster bloom core, bittergreen petals, blind watcher's eyes, blissbug thorax, blister pot. Yeah, dude, there's fucking a few dozen at least.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the only place you can. Yeah, that's the only spot you can get them. They're nowhere else in the game. Just that new area under the Solitude sewers or whatever. So I've been dropping a bunch of all that shit. Those ingredients, because otherwise it would take fucking forever to get any decent amount of any of them. Yeah, some of them are really odd. One of the ingredients is Hunger Tongue, which is literally just a tongue. I guess it's shit from Sheogorath.
True. If it's from Sheogorath, it's gonna be fucking weird.
Yeah.
There's no way around that.
It's funny because it's like a long, thin tongue, and it looks like raw bacon. It looks like raw bacon. It's fucking funny, dude. So yeah, there's a bunch of weird shit like that. What's some of the stranger ones here? Let's see if I can go through. Rot scale, that's a little weird. Oh, congealed putrescence. That's one of them. That's one of the ingredients now. It's called, if something's putrid, apparently they took some of that putrescence and it's now congealed. So it's congealed putrescence. Screaming Maw is the name of one of the plants.
Ooh, that sounds tasty, right? Like super tasty.
Yeah, must be delicious. Yeah, right. What's some of the other ones? Watcher's Eye, Withering Moon, Worm's Head Cap, which is a gigantic fucking, a very large cap from a mushroom. It looks like. Where are some of the other ones? Let's see. Yeah, Hunger Tongue. It's like Heart of Order, Void Essence. which I felt like by definition should be nothing. Void is usually defined by its absence of anything. If there's the essence of the void, that's a fucking ingredient.
Oh yeah.
So that's yeah, it's fucking crazy. But anyways, yeah, I'll drop like 5 of each of those as part of all the shit I drop, just so I can get a bunch of the new shit that I have yet to, you know, actually use. But I've got it. I got a lot of it. Yeah, the exquisite sapphires you get from Sapphire. Yeah, they're worth like $5,000. So like, you know, at first obviously I only have 1 or 2. But yeah, I've done it so often that I have like over 1,000. Because again, if you're doubling it and doubling it and doubling it, it's a little slow growing the first few times, but it very quickly gets very large. It's kind of like how if you start with a penny and you just double it every day, like by the end of the you have a ridiculous amount of money already, like within 30 days.
Yeah, it's like it really climbs up pretty quick.
Yeah, so same concept. It's definitely not unlimited though, because like I said, if you do too much, if you drop too much, it gets to the point where it literally will not load when you try to go to that area. Yeah, or in the house in Riften, Honeyside, like the one that you can buy in Riften.
Yeah.
Okay, and that one, I went down to the basement and dropped a bunch of shit down there, and everything seemed fine at first, like for a while. But eventually, there was some kind of weird glitch where literally all the items started just moving from one side of the basement to the other, like very slowly. But that motion and whatever is just too much. Like the game will actually let you get in there, and then obviously it's super choppy trying to even get to the basement. But it will eventually freeze up because it's just too much. Because you have like 300 or 400 items that are fucking essentially crawling along the ground, and it's just way too much for the fucking the engine to handle all that shit. It's similar to what you did with the when you're talking about the having thousands of gems on the ground and then doing a shout.
Oh god.
Yeah. So it's
where
basically the same thing.
Everything's fucking really slow and choppy, and the computer or console is going, I don't like this.
Yeah, they're like, nope, I'm out. I'm like, I quit. Yeah, so it's similar to that, but I'm like, yeah, it was really nice up till that point, though. Because again, I just like, I'm going into the house anyway to unload shit.
Hello.
You know, I can pick up a few hundred extra potions or whatever. But yeah, now again, anytime I go in there, you're watching a bunch of fucking potion bottles and other shit just slowly crawl across the floor before it just nopes the fuck out and crashes.
It is pretty damn funny.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I should probably put it on and maybe I'll film it one of these days. Why not? I got nothing else to do, obviously.
Yeah.
So why not? But yeah, it just looks funny because you're seeing, again, just watching bottles essentially crawling across the floor is pretty funny. But then again, a bunch of wheat and giant
well, there's
stoves.
that YouTube channel about rolling bottles downstairs, right?
In Skyrim?
No, I'm just saying. Like you're saying, watching bottles roll around is funny. There's literally a YouTube channel where they just roll bottles and jars down hard stairs and watch how long they go before they break. That's the whole fucking channel. So yes, watching bottles is funny. Like, you wouldn't think it, but no, it's fucking hilarious. People love that shit.
Right. Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Sad, but also very funny. Sad that many people find that endlessly. Like, it's, just the fact that people would continue to watch it forever is kind of funny. But anyways, yeah, because the shit I drop is, again, expensive potions, ingredients, and other than that, like, you know, really good. Any of the what do you call them? Unique items. A lot of unique items. So yeah, you're watching when I go into that basement. It's again super choppy, but it's essentially watching shit like bottles, potion bottles, giant's toe, wheat, like all that shit looks like it's just slowly creeping across the floor, like walking across the floor. So yeah, it looks pretty fucking funny. Alright, I talked about that entirely too long. Again.
Skyrim is a lot of fun. Like we're all fans of Skyrim.
Yeah, and that is a pretty fun little glitch. Now, the infinite carry weight for your companion comes in really handy.
That is a nice thing.
Cause yeah, I'll make rounds, and then I go in there to check his inventory, And I go, oh, you have we have 800 different Daedra gold bejeweled necklaces, and yeah, you'll have like several hundred of every item that Zargo's carrying around and not encumbered at all. The guy's very strong.
Yep. Well, and it's I didn't know they had infinite carry capacity. That's crazy.
Yeah, like when you switch, when you actually, trade a few items, that obviously has a limit. Because it'll gray out anything that's too heavy to give to them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Until it just doesn't have any more room. But yeah, after that, all you... Yeah. So what you have to do is, again, I don't even bother doing that first part, but you can like load them up with as much as you want the regular way. But then all you do is your inventory, you just do the I want you to do something command, and then you command them to pick up all the items, each item.
Yeah.
And you can do it again. I have not. If there's a limit, I've not found it yet. And I've had him carrying around literally several hundred, like 50 different items.
Nice.
Actually, probably more than that. Probably hundreds of items that they have hundreds of each one of.
I did kind of like the way Conan Exiles handled their
companions
that carry stuff
that's
for
worked
you.
For a while.
Because Conan Exiles, what they did was there was no weight limit to what they could carry. There were just a certain number of slots. So they could carry. I think it was like there was a certain number of inventory slots, and that was it. You could upgrade your bearer guy by building him a backpack, and that would give him like 3 more rows of slots. And then like everything could stack to a certain amount, so you could carry certain number of stacks of whatever it was that you were harvesting or you needed for whatever reason. And it was pretty chill system.
Yeah, so there was a certain you could carry a certain amount of like types of items, but for each item you could carry as much as you want. Yeah. No.
Yep. So it was like say you're harvesting like coal or metal or something like that. It can only a stack can only go up to like 1,000 pieces or something.
Yeah.
Right? So you can carry like 1,000 pieces of that in a stack, and it was cool because like your inventory wouldn't even carry one stack; they could carry multiple stacks. So it was like it really gave you the option, if you wanted to carry a whole lot of shit with you without having to put it on your character. The only problem was like the pathing was terrible. The companions were kind of always glitching out and getting stuck places. They literally had to change the way the final area, because there's in survival games there's always beginner areas and then end game areas, right? And the end game area in Conan is a volcano. They literally had to make it so that your NPCs could not be harmed by lava.
They're just running
Because
into it.
they kept just fucking running into it constantly, and they would just immediately die because it was like, boom, 5,000 damage to something that has like 3,000 hit points. It was like immediate death every time. And it got to the point where people were just like, you can go to the volcano, you just can't take anyone with you that's not a player.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think they would have built that in to don't let the followers go run into this shit. But that's beyond the programming capability, apparently.
I don't know how it all works. I'm not a computer programmer. I just know that was the only game I've ever seen anything that ridiculous on.
Yeah. There's not many games. Yeah, even in Skyrim, they do some stupid shit, but they rarely.
Yeah, they might block you forever and starve you to death, making you wait in a fucking room. But
Yeah, but they're not going to run headlong into lava.
Conan Exiles, they would do the same thing. There were a few places on the maps in dungeons, because in dungeons you couldn't climb the walls. Any other place in Conan Exiles, you can climb anything. But when you're in like the actual dungeons, you couldn't climb walls. And there were a few places where it was just a narrow, small space where if you had followers and they followed you and they stood in the doorway, you were going to have to wait to starve to death. Because you just would never be able to leave. They would literally just not move. They're never going to go anywhere else. You couldn't direct them to go anywhere else. It was fucking infuriating.
I was going to say,
you learn really fast where those areas are and not to go to those areas. They're easy to avoid. But fucking Christ, it was obnoxious.
Yeah, it still fucking sucks. Yeah.
And, if they're, they'll definitely walk in the way of your arrows and shit like that. So it was like, I'd say it was on par with Skyrim, if not a little bit worse than Skyrim, because one of the things that could happen to your followers for the longest time, I don't think it still happened anymore because they gave you the ability to quote-unquote rescue your follower, where literally you just like drag your follower from wherever they are to your base immediately, but they lose everything they were carrying and all their equipment. Which, might be worth it if it's a really valuable follower, because you might have spent way more time leveling that follower up than you spent getting that equipment.
Yeah. But usually the equipment's going to be more valuable than...
But they would occasionally, just for some reason, somewhere on the map, just get stuck and stand there forever. Like, they would never leave that spot. They would never go anywhere else. You couldn't order them to go anywhere else. You couldn't, tell them to stop following you, and then they would return to base later. They would just get stuck in this one spot on the map and just never disappear from there. And it was obnoxious. Because one of the other things is if your follower isn't following you anymore, like you die or something, after an hour? Or no, like after 20 minutes... it goes into scouting mode, and then another 10 minutes pass, and it'll just return to wherever it was last stationed. Like, it'll vanish from wherever it was, and it'll keep all its equipment and stuff. But for some reason, that didn't work when they would get stuck like that. And so it was just the worst thing ever, because you'd be like, doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, going about my day, going with my thrall, we're going to go get some metal in the place. Oh, nope, he's stuck there. Now I got to spend the rest of my day figuring out how to get this motherfucker back.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think in Skyrim, they must have changed it to where if you get a certain distance away, it would just spawn, take it out of wherever it was stuck and put it, behind you.
Yeah.
And I don't think it used to do that. I'm like 90% sure it hasn't always been like that.
Yeah. I know that Skyrim used to have a thing where if they got stuck into certain doorways, if you were in the room inside, you were kind of like, you had to go to another save.
Yeah. No, now at least you can run into them and they...
Yeah, that's the thing. Every follower in any kind of game should either be able to run through them, or if you run into them, you should then be granted a temporary ability to move through them.
Yeah.
Like, there should be some way you can move through them entirely at some point. That's easy to do. Oh man.
Yeah, like a command that would make them eat cereal for like 30 seconds so you could just run through them.
Yeah. Exactly.
What our friend? Oh.
Oh, weird. I can't see the internet anymore. Oh no. There we go. Okay, this the YouTube video for the stream was like glitching out. Sweet, sassy, molasses. The Orwellian thing was silly. I like that though. The Orwellian books are too Orwellian.
Yeah, if you get an opportunity and you remember, I respectfully request that you do that yourself. You're under no obligation to do so.
I don't know if I'll remember it. If I remember it, I'm 100% in. Like, because that is the kind of dad joke I like. But
yeah, that is all I ask. And if you think of it, please do it because I want to know the results.
Yeah. So did you see the no prison for the trans child abuser because they're trans?
That's the one that like molested the baby, right?
Yeah,
like
molested a fucking baby. He was playing with the baby's clit, essentially.
Yeah.
But because he decided to pretend to be a woman, he doesn't go to jail. He just gets like a misdemeanor crime. And I'm like, man, if that were my kid, I would use his head to kill the judge. I'm sorry. That's not how that's going to end. You know, like, this piece of shit is not walking around free to do that to somebody else's kid.
Yeah, no, this is, that's the danger of what do you call it? When your ideology kind of overrules your fucking critical thinking skills.
Yeah. Like I can understand turning into a misdemeanor if it was like a 19-year-old boy and his 16-year-old girlfriend got caught doing the dirty and he's an adult and she's technically a child. It's like, but they were together before he was 19 and 18 and all that. Like, yeah, you reduce that to like a misdemeanor offense and he gets like a ticket. Sure, that's fine. This is a baby. Like, that's totally different ballgame. You can't just let that guy walk around in the fucking world out there hurting people. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, again, that's in my opinion. I mean, I'm not sure, but I assume that's the part of that ideology. Again, anyone that's these marginalized groups, those people are perfect in every way. So by definition, they're not doing anything wrong, no matter how fucked up it is.
Yeah, it's
what they're doing.
It's maddening. And the thing that gets me is the people that support it. Like, how do you advocate for this guy being able to go out and molest more children instead of being in prison? Like, really? Like, that's... Yeah. Like, he's already abused the baby.
Yeah, or just be like, hey, okay, let's say...
The blessing is that the baby is probably too young to have any idea what's going on and won't be, like, emotionally and mentally scarred for life.
Yeah, I won't be traumatized.
But still, like...
Yeah, it's still fucking horrific, dude.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
Like, dude, I don't know. I feel like telling people, like, okay, I want you to take that same action, and I want you to imagine a cishet. You guys are big fans of the cishet thing. A cishet white male did that same thing. Are they also free to go? Are they also okay with just a misdemeanor?
Exactly. And the answer is
you know what I mean?
That's not how that would work.
Hell no. Yes, and so, like, why? Just because they're trans, they're allowed to do something that fucking horrific and get a slap on the wrist? Like, yeah, I don't know. How do they not see how fucking insane that is, dude? Yeah, it's an absurd fucking mindset, man. First of all, assuming any group of people is perfect, or again, beyond the law for some stupid fucking reason. Yeah, it's ridiculous to begin with. But it's like, yeah, no, there are going to be trans people who are fucking assholes and disgusting and fucking criminals. going to be good, bad, and fucking anything in between for any fucking, you know, significant group of people. So, yeah, it's just and the whole thing is just nuts. I guess that's what I'm saying. But yeah, ascribing fucking weird immunity and, again, all nothing but positive characteristics onto any group is incredibly dangerous. And we're seeing exactly what can happen. No, they're trans. They must be protected, even if they do horrific shit. It's like, no, yeah, that's fine. You can protect them within the law or whatever, but they should not be protected from criminal prosecution when they do blatantly criminal shit. But yeah, it's the same thing with the whole fucking everyone who's stealing are a bunch of Robin Hoods, stealing from the rich corporations, giving to the poor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not.
I love the fact that my mom complains about how Safeway's got all these anti-theft things in place and how it's really like makes shopping there uncomfortable for her. But yet doesn't understand that that's a direct result of the fact that she allows them to steal like whatever they want. Like she thinks they should steal whatever they want. Like she, like, what do you think they were just gonna be like? Oh, okay, I guess you can just have my stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, or them. One of the big complaints I hear is that all the ethnic hair care products are like black behind glass. All the, you know, for like black hair or whatever the fuck. And it's like, well, you know, if the white hair products were being constantly stolen, they'd probably have those behind the fucking glass too. But for some reason, apparently, it's only the quote-unquote ethnic hair products that are getting stolen at a fucking ridiculous level.
Well, and it's not Robin Hood. Like they're also stealing baby formula. They're stealing like liquor, food, like liquor, cigarettes. It's luxury items. They're not stealing stuff that's necessities.
Yeah. Yeah, well, baby formula, I guess you could kind of make that. But even then, they're not giving it away. You know what I mean? They're not stealing it and giving it away. They're fucking selling it. So, yeah, it's fucking insane that they're like, nope, they should be allowed to do that. They're poor. That's why they're doing it. Yeah, it's a pretty absurd mindset, man. Don't fucking get it. But again, from what you described, your mom's a fucking pretty highly intelligent person.
She is, oh yeah.
But again, if you're locked into a mindset, all that no critical thinking involved. It's just the fucking, I don't want to be racist, so I don't want to call out anybody who's not a white person for anything they do wrong. Or a non-white person. Yeah, no, it's again, I noticed myself doing that, like in my teens, and I'm like, that's when I decided, I'm like, I don't want to consider myself, wherever I happen to lean at the time, I don't want to consider myself part of any fucking group. Liberal, conservative, moderate, none of that shit. Because I noticed what it was doing to me. It was making me not think anymore and go off of the, what do we think about this subject? Like, you know what I mean? Instead of just thinking about it for my own fucking self.
Right. Yeah, no, don't think about things. That's not how that works.
Yeah, I'm like, I just decided I was a fucking Democrat. So I'm just going to look up for any subject, what do Democrats think about this? And that's what I'm going to think.
Yep. Yep. It's a shame. Yeah, like this whole thing with this whole thing with this cop, my mom's really been a huge help with, because she's really good at dealing with like the red tape and stuff. And it just blows my mind that she doesn't look at things objectively and look at multiple sources to find her like so-called facts. It's like, well, I watched Rachel Maddow and it made me feel good. So, you know, it's true.
Yeah.
It's like, she even would say shit about Trump, and I'd be like, well, here's the original clip. do me a favor, watch it, tell me if you think that's what he said.
The objective.
And she just refused.
Yeah, and she just
And I
doesn't.
was like, well, then how the fuck do you possibly say what he did or
she
didn't
won't
say if you're
fucking
not gonna fucking
do it,
watch the
yeah.
fucking original?
Yeah, that's the
Like,
most
you can't-
frustrating. Yeah, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's yeah. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to have to fucking hear uncomfortable truths. They just want to hear their opinion. Billions of people that do the same fucking thing. But yeah, it's definitely frustrating. It's obviously a outgrowth of like tribal, you know. It's just different sets of tribes nowadays instead of by necessarily by ethnicity or any of that shit. It's ideological instead of, you know, whatever it usually is. Instead of being, again, just part of a tribe. Or it is part of a tribe, just a different type. I guess. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. God damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I just, luckily, I fucking recognized that pretty early on and was like, alright, I gotta make sure I don't do that anymore. So I'm not a Democrat. Otherwise, I would have to be signing off on all this fucking bullshit. I wouldn't be thinking about it.
Oh, good, I got the bitch. Symmetra.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear about the that guy and
will be forged in conflict.
The what guy?
you know Bosch? I'm not all that. It's like one of those weird debate fucking liberal fucking retards, like a socialist, you know, whatever. Do you know who Bosch is, or have you at least heard the name before?
No.
Vouch, maybe? It's either
Vouch?
Vouch. I don't know if it's Vouch or Bosch. It's
No.
V like Victor, A-U-S-H. Okay, anyways, he was doing something. I forget what, but it doesn't. Basically, he had like his porn folder up on his computer somewhere.
Oh no.
And yeah, and apparently he's like into horse porn, like which apparently isn't even that much talk. Apparently he's saying shit like, yeah, no, I wish I had a horse dick. I wish I was a horse. I wish I could fuck a woman as a horse.
Oh yeah, of course.
So he's a fucking degenerate already. So it is kind of odd that he's getting shit for it, because it is a lot of shit that he's already mentioned. But oh, it was Lolly. That's right. He had some Lolly shit. People were giving him shit for that.
Oh, lolly porn.
Although,
Ooh,
even
yeah,
that,
that's kind of dark, you know? You don't want to be the guy who's looking at little girls, even if it's like animated.
But here's the
that's
other
gross.
thing. Yeah, because again, the outrage of people making a big deal about it, I guess weren't paying attention, because he literally said things like, yeah, I don't think child CP should be illegal. He's like, and you can't
Fucking
give
what?
me a fucking...
Are you fucking
yeah, you
serious?
can't be... You can't... And he would literally say shit like, you cannot give me one good reason for why it should be illegal. You cannot give
You're
me
right,
one
I can't
convincing
give you
reason
one
for
good
why
reason.
it
I
should be
can give
illegal.
you like a fucking 100. I mean, like, let's...
Yeah, no,
go. Like,
yeah, no, he's obviously a fucking degenerate, you know, just a fucking sick fuck.
a kook. He's
But yeah, that's the kind of shit he said.
He's probably a pedophile. That's probably why he wants it to be legal.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and he's one of the people that throws out pedo, you know, as on other people's pot, which again, I'm sure you're familiar. People that are accusing people of something a lot is usually something they're guilty of. That is not a, you know, that's pretty fucking common. So yeah, that does appear to be the case. Like, he's trying to kind of obfuscate it as just the horse thing. He's like, no, you've said CP is acceptable and it should be legal. There's no legal reason to fucking have it be illegal. Like, I don't know why the fuck people still listen to you at all when you say shit like that.
No. That's one of those ones that it's like, how could you possibly think?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's, again, obviously it's a come up some way in their mind to convince him that it's ridiculous that this thing that he's into, I mean, obviously he leaves that part out of it, that he's into the thing that he thinks shouldn't be illegal. But yeah, it's their way of fucking rationalizing their disgusting behavior. So anyways, again, I don't think I've ever even listened to fucking Vouch. I've heard enough of, even before this,
hackers.
that it was just a degenerate, disgusting fucking lefty libtard dude. But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty fucked up. I was listening to, I've been listening to the official podcast a lot lately.
Oh yeah?
Because, yeah, well, Hugbees is on it now. And I fucking love Hugbees. So, yeah. I listened to them talking about it because it's Hugbees, Charlie from Moist Critical, Penguin Zero Z, whatever the fuck, and what's the other two? There's like 4 total guys on it. The other 2 I'm not that familiar with. But yeah, they were talking about it today. There. I'm back up front, poopy. And then Gundam's been on there a couple times too. So yeah, the official podcast is pretty good. And stay close, Luke. Don't lick any fucking wheels. Asian pup. Ah, shit. So that happened. Sorry. But you're probably better off. I think I give you the good Cliff's Notes version. You're probably better off not knowing any more about it. It's pretty gross.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is...
Oh, that was the other thing. Real quick, sorry. Dude, he was, because I guess some of them were like, dude, you need help, dude. And Vouch's response was, what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to tell the shrink that I,
then you get,
wish I had a horse back, which I was a horse.
Like,
yeah, and he seemed to insinuate that the therapist would have nothing to say about it. Like, he would just be like, oh, okay, ho-hum, and just fucking move on from it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I think they'd dig into that. I think they would have more to say than just, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, no, that's perfectly fucking normal.
Yeah, don't even need to go down that road. Let's talk about the things that matter.
God damn.
Yeah, it's a very odd mindset.
We just
yeah, so again,
child porn shouldn't even be illegal. What the fucking...
Yeah, it's kind of interesting on that level, I guess. Like that level of rationalization.
Dude,
I kind of pretty
fuck is with these people that can't die? They're on 1 health, and it doesn't matter how many times you shoot them on 1 health. They just don't go down below a certain hit point.
Let's get back online.
I was just playing in a match like a minute ago where like there's just 2 people who could not die the whole match.
Yeah, nothing suspicious about that, huh?
Yeah, and then some dude's like watching me around corners and shit. Oh, we got a text. Oh no, the plumbing is backed up. No. That's a fucking serious problem.
Oh yeah, that does. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that can be really fucking disgusting. I remember somebody lived in an apartment and that happened. And it was literally backing up, it was like the sewage, but it was backing up through the bathtub. Which I assumed in my mind.
Oh, that's the worst. I've had that happen.
Separate.
Where the sewage goes into the fucking bathtub.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's some nasty
well, I mean,
shit.
at least it's still contained. I guess at least it's still contained in the tub.
True, and you can just soak the tub in bleach for a while, like, so it's not...
Yeah, so it could be worse, but yeah. It's still fucking having that much sewage just sitting in your bathtub for any period of time is fucking gross. But again, could be worse.
You can still be good. You can still be. You can still be.
Violence is usually the answer.
5, 4, 3.
Oh
Shit,
my
do you have to
God.
go to take care of that, or?
No, there's no. What
Everything
would
will be
I
all
do?
right?
There's nothing I can do. I can.
Yeah. Yeah, not being a plumber, I guess there really isn't much you can do. Good to have the info, but yeah, not anything you can really do about it.
Watch out for that enemy.
Yeah. Oh shit! Did you hear anything further in the Fannie Willis?
Fannie
The
Willis?
bitch that was paying her fucking boyfriend / husband. She was the one that was prosecuting Trump in Georgia for the RICO charges.
No.
The one that was paying her boyfriend, now
No, I never
husband,
heard anything more about that.
10 times.
Damn.
I'm trying to see it. No, I just noticed in the thing there was something about, because I guess the disqualification
I know Mayorkas done.
trial happened today. Which one's Majorca? No, I'm not. I'm the one that I can't remember. Yeah, let's see if Fannie. I'm gonna Google it. See what's going on. Because yeah, you know how they're saying that she might be disqualified from the Trump thing, which actually disqualifies her office. So the DA's office overall can no longer prosecute the case.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a big deal. Let's see what the news is on that.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Trump Georgia's conducting evidentiary hearing on misconduct allegations. Could be disqualified. That was 3 days ago. No, today. What the fuck? Just today, assholes.
Okay, this
That's
DeGauser
24
guy
hours.
is
There we
definitely
go.
running a cheat. Like, he cannot fucking die. It doesn't matter how low his health goes, he never fucking dies. I had him at one point and he's fucking getting shot and it's not fucking killing him. This is weird.
Alright, I'm not seeing anything, yeah, no, it sounds like they're cheating pretty fucking blatantly. I don't think there's any ruling. Luke, stop! Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry, puppy. You're good.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look
Perfect
like there's
aim.
any-
Every shot's a
uh,
headshot.
And so fucking blatant, dude.
It's because it's a free-to-play game. It's fucking nonsense. That's what it is. It's like, oh, it's free-to-play? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm always, nowadays, I'm actually surprised when a game company is actually trying to, it seems to be actively trying to stop, like, cheats and exploits. Because, again, your theory of, no dig, I'm gonna kick your butt. Yeah, like, they're probably in on it. Like, they're probably getting kickbacks from the
yeah,
cheat
no, they're
companies.
definitely getting kickbacks from
so
these
yeah, it's
companies. There's no
absolutely
fucking
relevant.
way they're not getting
Yeah.
paid for the fucking cheats. Like, there's no way they went to all the trouble of filing
Yeah.
a lawsuit, and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna lose money. Nice, that's 2. Finally.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like I'm not seeing any ruling in the Fannie Willis. The bitch, Trump prosecutor bitch. Just the hearing started about
plumber
possibly
is
getting
on the
her taken off the case. Yeah, we'll see. But I guess she took the stand today, so that was probably interesting. I'm sure. But,
some of that health back. Yeah, this is obnoxious. My team's not great either. The thing is, like, I don't think they would even need cheats, but the fact that, like, there's just a couple people who just don't take damage the right way. It's, like, so frustrating. Oh no, are you gone?
Diva.
Fantastic. Am I back?
Yes, you are. You are back.
Fuck, man. Apparently I accidentally hit airplane mode without realizing it. Alright, that's probably good, because I was inside fucking around with the dog. He was going after my mom and shit, so... Probably best that most of that wasn't heard.
I have arrived.
Yeah. I don't know where I cut off, but... yeah, anytime you...
Like a split second
Anytime you see...
before you got back.
Yeah. Anytime the grandpuppy sees my mom, he just fucking rushes at her. And that, you know... So I had to fucking like pull him back, and I've only got the fucking collar on. And he's so fucking eager, he seems to not register the fact that the collar is choking him. In a way that the harness won't, because it's a harness instead of the collar. You know, he's taking him anywhere. He's normally in the harness and not the collar. But yeah, he'll just fucking go at it. It's constantly, as hard as he can, trying to get to her and just choke himself on the collar. I may have to just keep putting the harness on him anytime I take him anywhere. I really don't like... It's not a fun sound to hear a dog choking.
No, because, like, they're a dog, so there's not a whole lot they can do.
Yeah, they don't understand. Yeah, as smart as they are, they do not make the connection between them, their behavior and what's happening to their throat. Okay, puppy, leave it. Hey, come here. Leave it, puppy. Get some fucking dog barks at. No, come on. Come here, dummy. Leave it. It is pretty funny, though, to watch him just intently stare out into the neighborhood and bark at whatever happens to come by. Yeah, it's like the only time he's calm, like, is when he's in that I must patrol the neighborhood. I must make sure all is safe in the neighborhood.
Gotta go fast.
Oh shit! Did you see the Chiefs, the team that won the Super Bowl or whatever? They did like a victory parade, and there was like multiple gunmen apparently that opened up and were trying to fucking kill people.
Yeah.
I think so far I've only heard that one person died. Like a bunch of people got injured. Like multiple people got injured. But I believe there's only one person that actually died. But yeah, I don't know if that was today or yesterday.
Oh, at least there was only one person that died.
Happened, the victory parade. 10 seconds remaining. Yeah, that could have been, again, especially if there really were, because I've heard there are multiple gunmen. So if only one person died in a fucking parade, again, a victory parade for the Super Bowl champ.
Wait, only one person died in a parade. That seems like it should be 0 people.
Bordering on miraculous.
That seems like it should be 0 people.
No, I mean in the shooting at the parade.
Oh, in the shooting at the parade. Oh, sorry, I thought you said at the parade.
No, I'm saying, yeah. No, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
the gunman.
That was
Multiple gunmen,
a
apparently.
fucking
Went to
victim-rich
the
environment.
Victory parade. Yeah. So yeah, in that case, they're again not even just a lone shooter. Apparently, it was multiple ones, and somehow only one person died so far that I've heard. And that's pretty fucking miraculous, if that's ends up being the case. Let's see, Chiefs parade shooting. Please confirm events alleged to the shooting.
That is pretty miraculous because it's a
No.
parade, so there's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, no one charged. Let's see, teen. Andy Reid comfort in him? Okay. One dead, more than 20 wounded.
Oof.
That was 17 hours ago. This had to be yesterday then. Okay, this must have happened yesterday.
Oh, I got a pee so bad right now. I'm gonna have to be back. I'm sorry. I don't know
It's
why.
fine, dude.
Today is just not my day, I guess.
I get it.
Oh, man. We could have dead air. It's not like there's anyone there.
Do you want to just cut it then, or it's up to you, man?
You know what? Let's
or
call
you can pee
it.
and come back.
Let's call it, because I'm gonna.
All right. Yeah.
There's like I
nobody's
gotta see
listening.
what else is going on. There's stuff. We got the parade thing. That's fucked up. I don't know why. Do we know why the shooter was at the parade?
Yeah.
Just real quick.
No. We'll probably wait to cover it next week, man.
Yeah,
it's up to
probably
you. Do
find
you want to
out.
cover it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not
worry
much
about it
news
later.
yet.
Yeah, we'll find out more later.
Yeah. Very well. All right. Yeah, nobody's listening.